If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it.
Identify.
Yo, yo, yo. GMS fam, what up, 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 what up? Hey, we are back once again. I gotta give y'all an update on what's going on, man. Some new details have emerged regarding the Astroworld festival held by Travis Scott. And from what took place and the things that have been said, I have to be able to talk about this shit. All right? Now listen up. New details have emerged. First of all, peace, love, and positivity to everybody. You know we start out the show with that. Please pass it forward. Happy Sunday to everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope y'all doing great. Shout out to Sharon, Don, Rob, Justice, Arias, Black Man America, RJ the Second. Look, for those who only got a little bit of what was going on, sorry, my hair is all poofed up in one spot and shit. But anyway, the Sheriff Fest, what's going on? So, for those who know already, there were multiple casualties during the Astroworld Festival held by Travis Scott. There was a bunch of other performers. SZA, I believe Lil Baby was a part of it. Don Tolliver, believe Master P was actually there for sure. Chief Keef. It was a bunch of people that was that performed and a bunch of people that were supposed to perform. And what happened was stampede took place. From what initial reports were, that people were trying to get to the front of the stage, which and also because the place was over capacity due to people rushing the gates and several thousand people entering the concert that didn't have tickets. You know, they have capacity for a reason. And the reason you see is what happened at Astrofest. Now, at some point during the concert, while people were trying to get to the front, it caused mass paction. I don't even know if that's a word, but people were packed together real tightly to where the point where people couldn't breathe, people couldn't leave out, and also people were getting sucked under into the crowd and not being able to get out because they were being trampled over. There were several videos that came out that were misinformation as far as how Travis Scott handled the situation, notably being the clip of him standing there singing while somebody was being lifted away unconscious. But the video that should have been played was the one of the same video, but the longer version of the video, which started with him cutting his music slow, or telling his DJ to slow his music down and not to start the song yet, so that he could point out the person that was passed out in the crowd and had security go and pick him up. Nonetheless, people felt like he should have stopped the concert right there. But what a lot of people don't understand is that at a lot of these concerts, these turn up concerts, these festivals, all this shit, several people always pass out. And this is part of the concert that these type of people, these type of artists like a Travis Scott is used to. Seeing people pass out and being carried out. They don't stop the music, or they don't stop the show. They'll stop what's happening. They could stop the music. They could stop going and stop happening or whatever, and then point it out like he did, but then keep going with the show. Because although this person passed out, you still have tens of thousands of people in the crowd that you have to entertain. They don't stop the show for that. Now, whether or not Travis Scott noticed bodies on the ground in a sea of 50,000 plus people, that's up for debate. What I will say is that Travis Scott needs to do a better job at creating an atmosphere where he doesn't make his fans act like animals. That whole rage shit, that let's turn the fuck up, let's break down the barricades, jump over the fences, we want like all that type of shit is what breeds that type of atmosphere for people to go crazy and not give a fuck. That's a lot of where Travis is at fault for. And people were, using words like, oh, he's sacrificing his fans and trying to put all these theories together when in reality, people rushing to the stage to see the main act, to see the headliner is something that always happens. I've been to plenty of concerts to see this shit. It's like clockwork. I'm telling you, everything that was described at his concert was things that I've seen before, besides multiple people going into cardiac arrest and multiple people dying due to a stampede of some sort, which was odd to me because I'm like, I know there's a lot of people, but this is crazy. Now, this is what happens. You wait and you get more details about what was going on. There was speculation that somebody was injecting people with some type of drug at this festival. And when I first heard this, I was like, all right, that's an easy cop-out to some extent. But then to hear how many people went into cardiac arrest, it was like, damn, that there might be some validity to this. But I'm like, when I spoke about it yesterday, I didn't want to put too much time on it. I don't want to say too much about it because that's not confirmed. Well, today it was confirmed by the Houston PD. That's right. You heard it here probably first. I don't know. You probably heard about it yesterday. But if you haven't heard about it, it was confirmed by the PD, Houston PD. Somebody was walking around Astroworld Festival and was injecting people with some type of drug. Listen to this right here.
I will tell you, one of the narratives was that some individual was injecting other people with drugs. We do have a report of a security officer, according to the medical staff that was out and treated him last night, that he was reaching over to restrain or grab a citizen, and he felt a prick in his neck. When he was examined, he went unconscious. They administered Narcan. He was revived, and the medical staff did notice a prick that was similar to a prick that you would get if somebody's trying to inject. That is one part of it. The other thing that's very important, there were some individuals that were trampled, and we want to be respectful of that. But we just ask that y'all give us time to do a proper investigation.
So there you have it from the Houston PD themselves. Because not only was somebody injecting people, but somebody injected an officer while trying to restrain somebody. A Houston police officer reached over to try to restrain one of the concert goers. And as he did that, somebody came up next to him and injected him with something into his neck. He said he felt a prick on his neck, and that was it. And when they went to examine him, that cop fainted and passed out, and they had to revive him with Narcan. Now, think about this. Not only was there a rush of people trying to get to the front of the stage, but now you have people in pure panic of somebody with a syringe out there trying to poke motherfuckers and inject them with something they don't know about. Mass hysteria, mass confusion, mass panic. And now you have a mix of the two, which breeds a stampede and people being trampled over and not being able to get out. Imagine being somebody at a concert and all of a sudden you feel a poke and you're like, what the hell? And you don't know where it came from because there's thousands of people around you. And here's the thing. Great question, the Sheriff S. The Sheriff S said, don't people get searched before going into concerts anymore, or do they only confiscate weed? Well, let me show you what happened in the beginning of this festival. Let me show you. Because this is how several people got in to the festival. I'm scrolling. Let me see if I can find this, man, because I don't think they showing a lot of that shit. They really showing a lot of what Travis Scott was doing during the concert and people pleading for help. But one thing y'all got to understand is that everybody takes blame in this shit. Where is this shit? They got to have it somewhere. All right, here's part of it. Look at this. This is why people don't get checked. This is why people can get through gates and get through a concert with whatever it is that they had. One of those people that had whatever he had in the syringe got through those gates just like that. Now, I don't know about going to festivals like this anymore. I really don't. This probably fucked up the entire festival game for a lot of people. Traumatized a lot of people. And now we have a statement. First of all, Travis Scott put out a statement. Let me read that for you. Which he should have left it there. He should have left it right at that statement. He shouldn't have been able to go online and say what he said next. I'm going to show you that after this. But he put out a statement and said, I am absolutely devastated by what took place last night. My prayers go out to the families and all those impacted by what happened at Astroworld Festival. Houston PD has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss of life. I am committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support the families in need. Thank you to Houston PD, Fire Department, and NRG Park for their immediate response and support. Love y'all. Then he later went on to his Instagram story to say this, which I feel like was the worst decision that this guy ever made. Listen to this. Also, this clip is on my page if you guys want to go watch it, but here it is.
The ones that was lost last night, we're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, you know, help them get the help they need, you know. I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, you know, everyone to, you know, help us figure this out. So if you have any information, you know, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. And I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. Love you all.
Did that seem sincere to you guys? Did that seem sincere? Did that seem like he was truthful, or that he was actually hurt about what was going on? Because to me, that looked like he was trying his best to try to let a single tear fall, but it didn't happen. And Jesus, man, I wish he didn't do that. I wish he did not do that. He should have left it at the statement, man, because that made him look crazy, bro. That made the situation look even worse. And it's crazy because I was going back and forth with people yesterday, and not in the way of saying that Travis Scott doesn't hold any blame, because I've been saying the same thing since yesterday, that yes, he holds blame, but everybody holds blame. It's quick to only put blame on one person, but you got to remember that people were trampling over motherfuckers. People were really trampling over people to get to the front of a stage. Now that it was confirmed that somebody was in the crowd injecting people, now you have another culprit who needs to be put at fault. Somebody needs to catch him or them and put them underneath the jail. They do not deserve to coexist in society with the rest of us. If you out here with some shit, going around poking people and injecting people with random shit, you don't need to be around other human beings besides in prison. First of all, that's some sick shit and some cowardly shit to do. You a bitch, so of course if you got locked the fuck up, there's nothing you can do about it. There's no syringes around you that you can use to inject motherfuckers in prison. You're gonna have to take that shit, and you gonna get your shit pushed in. Especially when they find out what type of person you are, find out what you locked up for. That added a whole nother demon to this story. Now, this is what I mean by everybody deserves equal blame. Like I said, Travis Scott has developed and he has created an atmosphere for his fans to come and rage and turn up and be wild and act crazy. 2015, he was arrested for inciting a riot at one of his concerts because of the simple fact that he be telling his fans to go crazy, bombard the entrance, storm the gates, all that shit. Hold on. Let me show you. I want y'all to see this shit. Y'all got to see the video. Like, there's a video out there that I don't know why they not trying to show that shit no more. I don't know why they don't have it. Damn, they ain't got the video. Why are they trying to hide that video? That's weird. Why are they trying to hide that video? Like, I know they want Travis Scott to take a lot of the blame for what happened, but why are they trying to hide this video? That was one of the very first videos I saw yesterday was of how people bombarded the gates to the entrance. I mean, the security barriers. You have to walk through the metal detectors. They were pushing them hoes over and destroying them and running and dipping out. I don't know why they ain't showing that. Why the fuck won't you show that video? That's weird. Some of those people got and hiding that video. Bro, you can take somebody and you can find out who some of these people are, because one of those motherfuckers had to be a culprit in bringing in a fucking syringe and injecting random people with some shit. Y'all confirm that happened. This better be part of your investigation. You better take this motherfucking video and watch what the fuck happened. Hundreds of kids rushed through that shit. Where is this video? Why the fuck they won't show it? It was like one of the first things that popped up, fam. That's crazy. That's crazy that they ain't showing it. That is so crazy. Wow. Wow. Yo, it's nowhere to be found. Now it's literally nowhere to be found. Keywords, none of that shit being used. You cannot find it. Let me see if somebody put it on YouTube. Maybe they put it on YouTube. The one humiliation ritual. Let me read some of y'all comments, by the way. And from New York said maybe it's a government plan to cause confusion to scare the sheep to social distancing. I don't know. That would be a good idea, though. Black man said, I went to NASCAR event with white friends and police let them do drugs and alcohol. We almost got caught by ESPN camera smoking weed. I couldn't believe it. He said it's a cover-up. No one injected anyone. Bruh, I'm not. Yo, miss me with the conspiracy shit until somebody actually sees some shit for their own eyes. I'm not taking the conspiracy shit. I'm going to just say that what they saying happened. And that's people that's putting, when people talk about motherfuckers sacrificing, that's them putting all the blame on one person as if motherfuckers didn't trample people. What do you call that? What did they take their fucking demon fucking teleport or fucking telepathy skills and tell all these people to start trampling people to get to the front of the stage and kill people? Nah, man. Now, if people would have just started dropping in the crowd, like there was no stampede, like there was nobody fucking pushing each other in full capacity and fucking squishing motherfuckers, and people just started dropping like flies in the crowd, then I probably believe that. But that sacrifice shit, man, miss me with that's some wild shit. Especially when you talk about black millionaires, motherfuckers that make it being black out here. Nobody can be successful in black and be millionaires without the Illuminati being involved. Now that's some white shit. I ain't finna hold back from saying that's some white shit. That's that shit that still will discredit successful black people from reaching goals. They thinking that we can't do it ourselves. We gotta have some type of help from a fucking spiritual fucking demonic entity for us to fucking be rich out here and be successful. That shit's crazy to me. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Here we go. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Would you look at this? Would you look at this? Now, what would you have said if somebody would have died here? What if somebody would have died here? What do you think the headline would have been? Look at this. This is what people were doing in the concert. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Motherfuckers screaming for help already. And the show ain't even started because they trampling each other because they some fucking idiots. Look at these dumb motherfuckers. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. Look at that. Rush the gates, rush the security. You can't check nobody. You can't see what somebody got. Look at that man right there. Boom, right there. Right there. That's the shit you gotta look at as a motherfucking detective. The nigga that's walking in, he not running. But he put his motherfucking hood up to get through. Look. Look at him. Look at this. Hands in the pocket trying to look at this motherfucker. Look at that shit. That's the shit you gotta pay attention to. Look at this. Look at this. Now that's the devil. That's possibly the devil right there injecting motherfuckers. You never know. Security weak as hell. Niggas brought horses. Jesus, man. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is why I show this, because, like I said, it's not about putting blame on one person. Look at these crazy motherfuckers. It's everybody. Travis promotes this type of energy, this type of atmosphere, which makes people do this type of shit. And these stupid little motherfuckers that ain't got no brain will do as they are told by a celebrity. And because of the atmosphere that you build around raging and turning up and being wild and acting like animals, you got motherfuckers that see an opportunity, these sick weirdos who see an opportunity to go to a festival and start injecting motherfuckers, especially if you can get in for free. Oh, all we got to do is storm the gate. All I got to do is stand 10 people behind the motherfuckers that's rushing the gate, so I ain't got to do shit but run in. Yep, and said this is security fault or promoters for not paying top flight. Yeah, they about to, bro, everybody organized with Astroworld Festival is going to get hit hard. Hard, bro. The deaths range from 10 years old all the way to 28. 10 years old, I seen 14 and 16 as ages of individuals who died at Astro Festival. Oh yeah, everybody. First of all, them horses ain't stopping shit. This man came through on a horse as if it stopped those hundreds of kids getting in for free. People got it fucked up, man, because yesterday, like I said, I'm going back and forth with people that are trying to put full blame on Travis. And I'm like, why do we not live in a world where people can see everything that's going on? It's crazy. And from New York said Travis is to blame as well because through the chaos, he never stopped the music to gain control. Yeah, like I said earlier, the video that was posted, there's been videos posted everywhere of Travis continuing to sing while somebody was being lifted away unconscious. But the longer video shows Travis stopping the song and slowing it down and being like, yo, security, there's somebody passed out over there. I need you to go and get him. Nobody touch him. Security, go get him. He's passed out. And then that's when they start the video of him sitting there staring at the guy. But really, he was making sure that the dude was getting the help that he could get while still trying to make the show go on because he's still trying to be a performer in the same sense. And the thing is, at every single one of these events, these huge festivals, these turn-up festivals, turn-up shows, whether you are in a festival setting or even in a venue, people pass out. Hold on. Hello?
That's what's up, man.
What up?
I see what you're saying, but
we got in from New York. My bad. We got in from New York calling in from
I had
New York.
to call in, man.
Yeah, what you got to say about this?
Understand that I saw the video of him, like it was like a little crane. They lifted him up. He was looking down on all the chaos while people would trample each other. And he never stopped performing. He kept the chaotic music going. The crowd was already lost control, and it was feeding off his energy. So if the people in the back don't know that they're crushing the people in the front, all you have to do is stop and say, stop, let them gain control.
Well, I will say this.
He's to blame too.
I will say this. I did say that he is to blame, but I will say.
I'm not saying he's all the way to blame, but he's a culprit of it.
Oh yeah, of course. I do not disagree with that. What I will say though is that in a sea of 50,000 plus people, a certain section of that crowd, you won't be able to decipher what's exactly going on. Now, the same videos of him being lifted up on a crane to like see the crowd and do all that shit, he saw the emergency cart that was rolling through the crowd.
Right. But let
He
me say
said,
this
he said, what the fuck is that?
right.
Because clearly that was somebody who didn't necessarily see exactly what was going on in that area. And in that area was specifically where all the actual trampling and stampeding was, where those bodies were and where people were getting basically killed by other people trampling over them.
But it's too. I look at it like this. I look at it as janky promoters, because what happens is that everybody wants to try to cut out all the fat they can because they want to have more meat on their plate. Now, you need security. The simple fact that they allowed the show to go on after all those people infiltrated, that's called a bum rush. They bum rushed past all of the little blocks and did what the fuck they wanted to do, right? So when they did that or whatever, why did they continue on with the show? Because you have to have tickets and stuff to get into that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they just say, you know what, F the tickets, we just gonna get in there. So that right there, they sell enough tickets because every place has a capacity full. Now, putting the factor about the whole OVID thing, you would have less people because of the whole social distancing thing going on, right? So this is actually, it's bad on Travis too. It always looks bad on him because at the end of the day, he's the one that they see. They don't see the janky promoters. They don't see top flight security. They see him.
Yeah, that's why I said he creates the atmosphere for these kids to turn up, to go wild, to rage. Those are exact words that he used. He loves that word rage. Like, he loves when motherfuckers go out and fucking rage at his concerts, and he opens up the atmosphere of kids to do shit like this. Like, at this point, when you only have a certain amount of security opposed to thousands of people rushing, once they bum rush them gates, there's only so much you can do. And it's
let's
like,
talk about habitual. Because
this
isn't his first time. Habitual. Do you remember that concert he had where the stage was on fire and he was holding the mic like he was breaking it, screaming, looking crazy? Yeah. He promotes this type of ambiance. His ambiance is chaos. And this is a recipe for disaster. So when I'm thinking about that, you saying about a prick, it could have been a prick. It could have been, what if it was even something else, like more nefarious? Like fentanyl just being sprayed in the air, like a mace, spraying fentanyl, because that's really gonna lock your lungs up.
Yeah, I mean, we can only believe so much of what the Houston PD said. As far as what he said was that when the officer who did get pricked in his neck, they said that or whoever examined him looked at his neck and seen the prick mark as if it was something of somebody injecting some shit. I don't know how true that is, but if it is true that somebody was either injecting shit or even spraying some shit or even whatever the case, however they were out there fucking people up, that shit is going to ruin the festival life forever. Not only the people dying, but how shit is being put together.
I know you don't want to talk about conspiracy. I'm not going to have a conspiracy, but I'm just having a thought of what if this could, listen, this is the views expressed are now solely in from New York. What if that this was actually something more diabolical because they want you to be so afraid of going out? Because I remember we started feeling afraid to go out when that whole guy started shooting up the theater. Remember the Joker? Remember the white guy dressed up like the Joker and killed those people on the Dark Knight?
Yeah.
The Batman premiere? He killed like 19 people. So it's a thing where you don't even want to go out no more, especially with something like this going on.
Oh,
so
hell no.
I'm gonna get back in the crowd, man, and watch your show, man. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, man. Hey, shout out to N from New York, man. Thank you, brother.
All right, peace.
Nah, that's real shit, though. That's real shit. Like, it's not that I don't necessarily believe in, like, dark energy and people that love to do rituals or whatever the weird shit that niggas like to be into. I know that for a fact. But I feel like it's an easy cop-out to be like, oh, Travis Scott sacrificed the crowd, when I've been to so many concerts and seen shit like this, not to this magnitude of people, like I said, people dropping and going into cardiac arrest and people getting trampled and dying, but I've seen the same things as far as people rushing the stage and it being way too packed to where you can't move and you're only moving with the sea of people going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I think about when I hear about what was going on. I'm like, all this shit has happened. It's normal. But then you start getting into the deeper aspect of it, of what's actually happening. Man, look, like I said, everybody is to blame. Travis is to blame. I hope, a matter of fact, let me just say that real quick. I hope this, and it from the look of the video, the apology video he had, I don't know how much of this he's actually thinking about, but in my opinion, if I was Travis Scott, the type of person I am, this would change up the whole entire aspect of how I move. I will never in my life after this be like, I would never utter the words rage to my fans ever again. Will I stop turning up at shows if I had shows after this? No. But would I do a better job of being alert and watching my surroundings and watching what's going on in the crowd and paying attention to the cues and the signs? Now, it did come out that authorities told the promoters and different individuals a part of putting the show together that there was a mass casualty alert happening. Now, from first reports, they said as soon as Travis was informed that they cut the show. But now what's being reported by the PD is that when they informed Travis's people, the promoter and whoever else was a part of the camp, that there was a mass casualty situation happening and that they needed to cut the show short, Travis remained on stage for over half an hour and finished his set. Now, if that's true, then Travis got to pay up to every single family involved. See, that's the difference between me and certain other individuals. If I'm not necessarily a fan of Travis Scott like that. I don't think I have, but probably like a couple songs liked in my phone on my music apps from Travis Scott, popular songs. Not no albums or no other shit like that. So I'm not speaking from a place of being a Travis Scott fan or stan or anything like that. I can give a fuck about a Travis Scott personally. I don't know that nigga. So I can say that if this is true, that he stayed on stage for over half an hour after they said there was a mass casualty situation happening, Travis Scott, you a fucking idiot. And anything that is coming your way as far as a lawsuit or any money that you got to pay, I don't give a fuck if you go broke. Because at the end of the day, your humanity has to come first before your fucking popularity and your ego and you wanting to turn up and be the most lit motherfucking artist in the world. To me, if that was something that actually happened, that sounded like somebody that got they rocks off from hearing about people dying at a concert that they talk about raging and turning up and going crazy at. When you think about it. And trust me, I understand why people said what they said about Travis after the shit happened. All the speculation, all the conspiracies. I understood why they said it. I'm just not one of those people that jump to that immediately without looking at everything that was going on. Because like I said, even if Travis, like even if that is true, I'm still going to put blame on the motherfuckers that trampled motherfuckers to try to get to the front of the stage to see another human being perform that you could have saw from where you were at. And like I said, there is somebody right now, I guarantee you, there is somebody right now who took place on stepping on somebody's lifeless body who is right now on social media talking about Travis Scott sacrificing people. Nah, nigga, that was your foot. Think about that shit. Don't nobody wanna take blame for lives, especially when they not no killer, nobody that's about no shit like that. if you were one of those people that had to step over a body to try to get to the front of a stage and weren't one of the people that was informed about somebody going through trying to inject people with random drugs, you a piece of shit. And karma finna eat your ass up for trying to be the most lit nigga in a crowd of people that don't give a fuck about you and the performer that don't give a fuck about you. See, some of these motherfuckers think that these artists gonna jump off stage, hand on the mic, and tell them that they love them and hug them and give them fucking prizes and gifts and shit if they see they face. A lot of these people feel so important that they would do some shit like that. Trust me. But it's all around. It's all around, man. It's all around. Debbie Collins said a drug strong enough to render someone unconscious can't be skin popped, have to be mainlined, aka administered intravenously. Oh, what? I don't know how to say that word. Intravenously. Is that how you say that? I don't know how to say that. What a word. Shout out to you, Debbie Collins. You stomped me. Seabrook said that's why he needs guidance. He's opened the door for everyone in attendance to sue his ass. Keep quiet until told what to say and when to say it. Yeah. Especially now that they've, they have proof of him inciting a riot back in 2015. He has a record of that. So, of course, and I already know the families that have been, because out of all the people that passed away, only 6 family members have been informed about their family members passing away. There were 11 confirmed deaths. Probably more, but there were 11 that was confirmed, and only 6 families have been notified. Think about that. It's a very sad situation, man. This is fucking horrible, and I know a lot of parents and I know a lot of kids are going to, first of all, I know the parents, first of all, are going to be the ones to try to discourage their kids from going to festivals after this. But there's going to be some kids that are going to be like, oh, my God, people died at fucking, people died at Astrofest. So I'm going to go to the next festival out there and see if we get turned up like this, man. Hopefully I could die at a festival and shit. There's crazy, stupid motherfuckers like that. But I do hope that they change the protocol for all these festivals. There should be no shit like this where people can bum rush the gates. You got police officers there, nigga. You should be sitting at the gates with your shit hanging right on your chest. Yeah, bum rush this gate if you want to. We checking every single one of you motherfuckers. The fact that there's even speculation or even confirmation about somebody getting into a festival, injecting people with shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Exactly. It said, who brings a 10-year-old to a Travis Scott concert? And there's another video of somebody who brought their 5-year-old son. And they were damn near front row of the Travis Scott concert. He had his 5-year-old son jumping up in the air on his neck like, yeah, we're turned the fuck up. That 5-year-old don't give a goddamn about Travis Scott. Now look. 10-year-old, 14, 16. Man, that shit is crazy. All I know is that, I've never ever in my life done a show 2 days in a row about the same topic, but the way that this shit has transpired, I can't. It's one of the only things I can only think about right now. Like, it's something it's that crazy. This is a crazy situation. And on top of that, we still have to wait for more shit to come out. It's not done. We still got to wait for more information to come out about what happened, because everybody has their own interpretation. There was so many stories that came out from people that went to the concert and what they had to deal with. And some of them are contradicting. There's the people that are out there who went to the concert that was like, no, Travis did this. He did try to help, or he did stop the music. There's people like, Travis didn't do shit. He doesn't give a fuck about his fans. You got people talking about how they were injected, all these cardiac arrests. It's so much shit that this is going to be an investigation that's going to last a long time. And there's going to be a lot of money shoved out. A lot. And one thing I will say is that We have the faces. We have the confirmation of the people that were involved. We have the fans. We have Travis Scott. And we have every single person that worked at this festival being held accountable. The only person we ain't got yet, or people we got yet, is the motherfuckers who allegedly was sticking motherfuckers with needles. Gotta get them motherfuckers. And when that day comes, because they will find that motherfucker. They will find out who it was. Because if they don't investigate through a sea of people, the person that did it, they're not the only ones that know they did that. Somebody is going to tell. Somebody's going to tell. And when that person comes to light, I can't wait to shit on their whole motherfucking existence. I hope that motherfucker gets caught and sent to the motherfucking big house and gets his whole entire shit pushed in. And I mean it. No brakes. No Vaseline. Put that nigga on the chopping block. Run a train on that motherfucker. I don't give a damn. But either way, condolences and prayers to the families of the lost ones that had to deal with a tragedy like this. You go out to a festival to have fun, and when it ends in tragedy, man, that shit is never, ever, ever, ever good, man. So condolences to them. Sending out my healing energy to all the concert goers who were traumatized by this event, those who weren't going crazy and actually wanted to enjoy themselves, the motherfuckers with no regard for other human life because you want to get to the front of the stage. Fuck you. Eat a dick. Travis Scott, you need to do better, and I hope you pay every single last one of these families for their lost loved ones and those who were hurt as well. Not just the people who died, but the hundreds of people who was injured and still in the hospital right now. All right. GMS fam, the green room, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor, man. If you did not do it already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell to get the notifications when I go live. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. I would most appreciate it. Happy Sunday to everybody. Put a GMS in the chat right now. If you did not participate in the chat, now is your time. Put a GMS in there and I'm going to shout you out as we move the fuck out of the show. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. Put a GMS in the chat. Let's go. Yeah. Shout out to C. Brooks, King Lukey, my guy M from New York, Brim Dog, Jeremiah S., Arius Allen, RJ Second, the Sheriff Fest. Yeah. I was gonna smoke a Pinchy, but then I held it off for this because we were talking about some serious shit. So I didn't want to smoke while talking about it and have my words fucked up with coughs and distractions. Marilyn Bears, Debbie Collins, what's going on, Green Room? JG in the building, the one in the building. I see y'all. I hope y'all niggas had a good weekend, a great weekend. I really do. I really fucking do. Trade 979. My guy Zen Master. Sharifes. Is that it? Is that how you say it? Sharifes. Is that how? That's really how you say it? I say Sharifes. That motherfucker's never corrected me either, so I don't know if that's how. How do you say it? Is that right? Is that how you say it? Sharifes. Debbie Collins said, I've been smoking this whole time. Feel free. That's the only way you should watch the GMS show, man. Matter of fact, for you, Debbie, I'm going to take this hit of the Pinchy just for you. Oh yeah. GMS fam, the green room. Like I said, make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for when we go live. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App if you are feeling generous. GMS fam, the green room. Appreciate you for pulling up on me, having this discussion, participating in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of the Sunday. Smoke something. We out.